History repeats itself, but the situation is different. The first Hyundai Skoda Superb, introduced in 2001, was a longer version of the then VW Passat. 23 years later, the new VW Passat variant is based almost entirely on the fourth-generation Superb and will roll off the assembly line in Slovakia along with the Superb. Now, the designers of the Skoda Superb look back at the development of this sedan, which even became the national limousine of the Czech Republic. Development of Skoda's cousin, the Passat B5, began in 1995, and VW introduced it to the market in 1996. With the Superb Skoda returned to the executive class automobile for the first time in many years. The first Superb, with 6 and 8-cylinder engines, was built between 1934 and 1949. It was a surprise to me, said Jiří Hadešák, then an intern and now exterior design coordinator at Skoda. At the same time, he was deeply impressed by the design. Development of the Superb had already begun in 1995. An international team led by Dirk van Brekel developed the design. Czech Zdeněk Cibulka was also there. He recalls, European cars at that time had simple lines and proportions, clear, legible, balanced, and beautiful. But this also led to a certain monotony from which the Superb was supposed to stand out. The first generation of the modern Superb represented an entry into a new segment. Skoda customers could now buy a larger and more comfortable car than before. This was because the Superb was based on a longer version of the Passat B5 for China, stretched by 10 centimeters. In the spring of 2001, the Skoda Monbrooks study debuted at the Geneva Motor Show, and the Superb went on sale at the end of 2001. A year later, the Skoda Tudor, from 1946 to 1952, there was a model called the 1101 Tudor, a play on the words, two-door, presented at the Geneva Motor Show, showed the potential of an elegant coupe version. Unfortunately, this did not go into series production. The Superb combines the best of two worlds. Where it made sense, Volkswagen's tried-and-true components and systems were used. There were also special solutions developed for this model. One of the first clever features was an umbrella compartment in the door of the vehicle. This remains a feature of the Superb to this day. In the first generation, umbrellas were stored in the rear doors. In retrospect, the design team admits that this umbrella detail was the icing on the revolutionary cake and proof that the Superb was already a luxury car.